Hi traders, and welcome to today's ACY Securities Forex Market Analysis. My name is Duncan Cooper and I will be your host. Today we'll be focused on the dollar index and the New Zealand dollar to the US dollar. So first we'll look at the news items coming out for the week, and then we'll have a look at the charts. Hi traders, just at forexfactory.com. I'm going to take you through the news items for the week. Now today I'm going to be reviewing the New Zealand dollar to the US dollar. So I just want to look at the items that can impact that particular pair. Obviously we're heading towards Christmas. There's not many news items coming out, so these times shown are Queensland time. And Wednesday 11:30 PM there's a minor US item, final GDP QQ coming out. That could affect the market. Then other than that, getting into Thursday 11:30 PM my time on the evening, US core PC price index. That's the biggest one for the week. That could affect the New Zealand US dollar. Other than that, obviously things may get well quiet, range bound, as we're heading into the Christmas Eve on Friday and into the Christmas period. So just be aware that price action may well be quiet, but there are just a few items there just to consider. Okay, let's get into the charts. First up, I want to look at the dollar index just to have a look at the position. Monthly chart here, moving up into a nice uptrend from support down here, and we're breaking above this area of resistance, or holding above at 95.95. MACD is continuing its trend up, so strong monthly uptrend. Weekly chart, high tops and bottoms, MACD is continuing up, and looks like we've topped here, pulled back and getting support on that monthly level of old resistance. So 95.95 is becoming support. So then 97.97 here would be an area of resistance to consider as we move further up, as we see dollar strength continue. Just going back to the monthly, obviously we've got a new year coming up. We've broken above this level of resistance, but long term we've got this major channel of resistance up here, support down here. Obviously this year we've got support down here. Through the course of next year, are we seeing a long term move up to test the heights of 103 area up here? Time will tell. So as I was saying, back to the weekly, trend is clearly up. Minor level here to contend with as we move further up at 97.79. And the day chart, what we're seeing is on that level of monthly now support, 95.95, consolidating on top of it. So is this just the market collecting new buy orders, ready to move further up on top of that new level of support from the monthly chart now, 95.95. So as long as 95.95 can hold, and we false broke here, been putting in a minor double bottom here on support. I'm anticipating this will move through over time. May well stay consolidatory through the Christmas period, time will tell, but I'm expecting a further move up. So with that in mind, if we get US dollar strength, pairs to the US dollar will get weaker. So let's get to my pair for analysis today, which is the New Zealand dollar. Monthly chart. First notable thing to talk about is we've got lower tops, breaking down to a lower bottom, breaking below that. So this is negative. A long-term target for this pair at the moment, if this downtrend starts to continue and break down, is this area of old support, using this low here at 62.04. Okay, I know we're a good 500 pips or so away from that, but over the next 3 to 4, 5, 6 months, we could well see price down at 62.04. MACD is crossed down, and notably, you get a cross down on the MACD here. Back in time, you get a long-term decline. So we've had a cross down. Are we going to get a long-term decline to 62.04? May even move further down long-term to retest this low here, 54.68. Okay, but that's long-term. This is still moderately long-term here, somewhere in the next 6 months, maybe 62.04. All right, so monthly chart trend is quite clearly down. Weekly, let's put in support and resistance first. This is support 65.12. This is my shorter term target at the moment, 65.12. Weekly support there. And really weekly resistance is same as monthly resistance here at 68.04. Trend is down. It was up, but we broke below this higher bottom. So this is going to be a lower bottom even if we rally back up. Now on the weekly, MACD's crossed down. The last couple of weeks we've been forming a small resistance area up here where we broke below monthly support at 68.04, came back and held, created a resistance area, and we've been moving down from 68.04. So weekly trend down, holding at 68.04 now resistance, targeting at 65.12. Alright, to the daily. Trend is a bit consolidatory here. Let's put in support and resistance. Support is last week's low at 67.01, which we've been testing yesterday. And resistance, I'm using this top just here. That's at 68.23. So what I can see is that price action on the daily is a little bit consolidatory, and that can be the case when we're heading into Christmas. We've been headbutting against this area here, monthly, weekly, old support, 68.04 becoming resistance, trading through a little bit, back down to 67, back up. Folks broke that daily level at 68.23, back down to 67. So kind of trading between 68 and 67. So ideally, you know, if we stay in consolidation for me, then if I get my drawing tool, just looking to sell a rally in line with the higher time frame trend. So we're obviously down on support. Day support at the moment is 67.01. Are we going to trade back up to 6800, 68.04? If we can, then I'm going to look into that area. I might go a bit deeper to 68.23 daily resistance. So up from 67.01 support to 68.04 resistance would be great, or the 6800 level. Look in that area for an opportunity to sell on the lower time frame to trade back down, hopefully for then a break of 6700. Okay, now that's looking at the daily. We can move it to a 4-hour chart just to show some other ways that we might trade this. Of course, like I was just showing you, we could trade back up. So then looking to trade down from resistance. Hopefully we break through. If we break through, then you could look for a rally back up to resistance, or back up to support, hold support to act as new resistance. So break of 67.01 becomes new resistance, and then you look for an opportunity to sell on a lower time frame. So looking for, you know, on the 4-hour chart, if we rally back up in this area, look for an opportunity to sell on a lower time frame. If we break below 67.01, look for it to rally back up to 67.01 as new resistance, drop down to a lower time frame, look for an opportunity to sell in this area here. Okay. I don't know what the Christmas period will bring. Will it bring consolidation or a break of support? But I've given you the two scenarios there that I'm looking for on the New Zealand dollar to trade. Just back to the weekly chart. If we do further break through 67.01, well, short-term target is 65.12, and if you're looking for a longer-term move over the next, I don't know, 3 to 4 months, we could well see price trading down to 62.04. Okay, traders, that's my analysis for today. Have a great trading week. I look forward to seeing you next time.
Want a real opportunity to improve your trading? Join Duncan Cooper in his free 15-part webinar series designed to help you improve all areas of your trading. The upcoming webinars for this week, 21st of December, Risk and Trade Management. #1 trading tool, understanding risk to reward. During this webinar, Duncan will teach the important topics of money management and calculating the correct trading size. 22nd of December, live Forex market review. In this webinar, Duncan will analyze the trend, support and resistance and use Fibonacci retracements to identify high probability trading levels on the major currency pairs, plus a live Q&A on your favorite charts. 23rd of December, Forex trading live market analysis. During this webinar, Duncan will review 12 currency pairs, determine the key support and resistance trading levels for the week ahead, discuss his favorite risk to reward trading opportunities, and answer your trading questions. Register at the link below.